Welcome you all in science class. So student, today we are going to learn structure of plasma membrane. Structure of plasma membrane, it was proposed by the scientist, Singer and Nicholson in 1972. They said that the plasma membrane structure, plasma membrane is basically made by two layers of lipid and one layer of protein. So two layers of lipid and one layer of protein. The plasma membrane is made up of. So here student, you are able to see this one at the bottom, this one of the layer. This is one layer. Another one is the above layer. This is the above layer. Okay, so this is one layer of lipid layer, and this is also lipid layer. So here we can say that they said that, so Singer and Nicholson said that the plasma membrane structure is made up of by two layers of lipid and one layer of protein. In this, the proteins are just, this structure is just like as the burger. Have you seen the burger, everyone? I think you all have seen. You all are eating in your day-to-day life. Okay. So in that, the burgers, or we can say that the sandwich. Okay. The sandwich is having the two slices of bread. One slice at the bottom, another slice at the top. So these two slices having the stuff filled in between. Okay, this is called as sandwich. In the same manner, the two lipid layer, one lipid layer, another lipid layer. These two layers of lipid are there, and one layer of protein. This is called as protein. So this protein layer, proteins are available in it. So these proteins are helping to bind these two lipid layers together. Okay, so there is students two kind of proteins are there. If we talk about the protein which is available in the periphery or at, you're finding this structure, this is called as extrinsic protein. And here you are finding this is also extrinsic protein. And you are finding that the protein is in the middle also, in the middle part of the layers. So these are called as intrinsic protein. So student, proteins are two type of protein which are helping to bind the lipid layers, these two lipid layers together and helping to keep them at one place. These two proteins are intrinsic protein which are available inside the lipid layer, and extrinsic protein which is available in the periphery or in the surrounding of the plasma membrane. Okay, this is the structure of plasma membrane. Here student, we can find that the lipid layer, this is the lipid molecules, lipid layer. So if we find that the lipid structure, it is having the rounded head and it is having the tail part of it. Okay, this is the head part of it and it is the tail region. Okay, so head part is it is having its own specific function to perform. This is the tail part, it is also having its own function. So this part is called as hydrophobic end. What we are calling it, it's a hydrophobic end. What we are calling it, hydrophobic end. Okay, and this one, the head portion of it is called as hydrophilic end. Okay, so hydrophilic end or hydrophilic part, hydro word itself giving a meaning of it, that is water. So water soluble. So water soluble things, or we can say that the water soluble things can, which are dissolved in water, can enter into the through the plasma membrane through this part. Okay, this allows the water soluble substances to be entered into the cell. Okay, cell actually it is surrounded to the cell only. It is creating the barrier. Which particles to be enter into the cell, which particle should not be enter into the cell, it is being controlled by the plasma membrane. So here this part of plasma membrane, the head part, which is hydrophilic end of lipid layer, which allows the water soluble substances to be enter into the cell, and the hydrophobic end does not allow the water soluble substances through with it. So if water soluble will not allowed by it, then which is going to allow? So this is allowing the lipid soluble substances or its fat soluble substances will be entered through the hydrophobic end. Okay, student, I thought, and this is the intrinsic protein is shown, which I am showing here. This is looking like just as iceberg. Iceberg, everyone knows that about, like icebergs, 90% part is inside the sea and only 10% part is only we are able to see on the other surface of the sea. So that is the iceberg. So intrinsic protein also inside, it's 90% part is inside the plasma membrane, and it's only 10% part we are able to see. So this was the plasma membrane structure, and it is also called as fluid mosaic model, which was proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. Okay, this is also called as, the plasma membrane is also called as semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane, student, why we are calling the plasma membrane as semi-permeable membrane? This is the question which is going to be arise in your mind. So here, student, we have learned about the hydrophilic end and hydrophobic end. These two ends will allow the selected particle to be enter into the cell. So this selected particle, as they are going to be enter into the cell, they are definitely here the name has been given to the plasma membrane as selectively permeable membrane or else semi-permeable membrane. Is it clear to everyone? Hope you all have understood about it. Thank you and have a nice day.